Hi guys, and welcome back. My name is Rumas from Venti, and we help businesses automate mundane tasks so they can focus more on their customers and making more money and forgetting about the boring tasks that are usually involved in running a business. And in this series, we're talking about ActiveCampaign and how you can use it to automate your business. In this particular video, I'm going to talk about conditions and workflows inside an automation. We've already covered how to add a trigger to your automation. So assuming you already have one, this is how you add actions to an automation. I will delete this for now because we will get there in a second. So by clicking on this plus button, you have a bunch of options here. You are most likely going to use the sending options, the conditions and workflow, the contacts, and the CRM. Some of you might use Salesforce or CX apps, but 99% of you are only going to use the first four, right? So when somebody enters a specific automation, you can choose to send them an email. So if you click that, obviously you have to create the email. So test, I'll just hit create here. And I have a test email here. Obviously I do not have an email right now. So it tells me, hey, you're gonna go and create one, but I have the action here. And I showed you how to create an email in a separate video. So you can just follow that tutorial to create this email. It's literally the same thing. It's just that the email that I showed you previously was a one-time email, which you manually scheduled, and this is an automatic one. So, okay, cool. Let's say we scheduled that, we send that email automatically, and then we want to add a wait action. So for example, I want to wait 1 day. So everyone who gets it through this automation will get this email sent, and then I'm going to wait for 1 day, and then I'm going to send them another email or an SMS message, right? Or I can add more conditions here. So let's say I send them an email. I'm just sending the same email. I'm selecting the same email simply because I will not create a new one right now. And now let me go and explain you what each of this does. Send an email, pretty obvious. Send a side message. This is if you have this conversations bot here, it pops up a message on your side, right? Like, hey, you forgot something in your cart, or hey, you can think of it like a chat, right? Because that's what it is. You can send a text message, obviously to you or to the contact. You can send a notification email. This is to you as an admin. So for example, hey, someone just entered your automation. This would be a notification email which comes to you. A one-on-one email, this is specific to CRM and the deals, and it's more personalized. What I mean by this, it's a one-on-one email directly through a connected email account. So it does not come with an unsubscribe button and all of that. It comes through your email account. Conditions and workflow, you have obviously a wait action, which you can wait for a certain period of time, or until you can wait until some conditions are matched, right? So wait until the contact the contact subscribes to the marketing list. You can definitely do that. Or more complex conditions, or wait until contact has also purchased something else, whatever. You have an if else condition, which is pretty self-explanatory, like just if something, go on this branch. If the contact has the tag purchase book, send the contact this email as well. If the contact does not have that tag, do not send the second email as well. You can split task the automation. So if you choose this, it will create 2 branches, which will divide your automation in 2 and send 50% of your contacts will go to branch A and 50% of them will go to branch B. And you can then see which of those branches perform better for you. Go to another action is if you are at a certain point, let me show you. You are here and for example, you want to restart the flow and you just go here. So everyone who gets this email will be sent again. This one over here will wait 1 day and then send again this email here. So it's like an infinite loop, right? You have goals. These are a bit more complex. This is basically if a contact matches a condition, it just jumps straight there. So goal. I will have to add a goal here. So I have to add a condition. Let's say date and time. Current day of the week is Sunday. I'll just hit save here. So if a contact just enters this automation, they get sent this email, they're into the wait sequence, and then if it's Sunday already, they just jump to this goal and then they continue from that goal. Obviously you can start another automation. So like if they reach a certain point and they reach this action, you can just add the contact to another automation. You can end this automation or end another automation. You can also use webhooks. These are a bit more advanced. So you can basically send the data of the contact from your automation to a third-party software like Zapier or ClickFunnels or whichever. You can perform math on different numeric fields on your contact. Also, you can do actions around your contacts. You can subscribe or unsubscribe them to a list. You can convert, which means you can trigger conversion. So for example, if they reach a certain point inside your automation, you can choose to trigger a conversion event like, hey, they purchased this because they've reached so far, or their deal status has just changed. So you just trigger a conversion, stuff like that. You can update the contact like details, names, custom fields, stuff like that. Add tags, remove tags, add notes to contacts, add to Facebook custom audiences, remove to Facebook custom audiences. So for example, you want to create a custom audience in Facebook with all of your prospects or past clients. You can easily do that. Or if someone wants to be removed from your audience, you can just choose this one. Or you can adjust a contact score. A contact score means like a higher score. Obviously, if you've used the CRM before, you know how this works. A higher score means a higher probability of that contact to purchase from you. So you can adjust the score based on certain criteria. So for example, if you have 5 products and they've already bought they've already bought 4, you can just adjust the score to make it like the highest possible because they have the highest chance of buying the 5th one as well, right? You also have CRM actions, like you can create a deal, update the deals, title, status, owner, value, stage, like all of these things here you can do inside an automation. Again, Salesforce and CX apps are a niche thing or something that is not gonna be used by most people. So we can leave it as it is for now. Okay, so this is what conditions and workflow do inside an automation. As you can see, it's pretty comprehensive. You can do a lot of stuff from it. You have this small menu here, which is the same as adding stuff from the plus sign. It's just that it's more convenient maybe to add it from here, right? You can just drag and drop it wherever you want. So if that's your thing, you can do it from there. You can view here, if you click, you can view the contacts that are currently inside an automation. You have recent changes, so you can always go back to a change. So I can just preview how it looked before, and then I can click use this, and then it just goes back to how it was, and that's it, right? And I have all of this saved here, so it's easy for me to go back and forth. And on I have this small menu here, which is the automation. Is it active or is it inactive? Obviously, inactive means that even if a contact is manually added to the automation or it matches a trigger condition, it will not go through it. Whereas if it's active, it will definitely go through the automation. That's all about automations, and I will see you in the next video where we will be covering reports inside ActiveCampaign.